Hello everyone, welcome to the Triangan channel, a place where simple stories carry deep meanings and gently touch the hearts of every listener. Today we invite you to enjoy the story Salted Coffee, a heartfelt tale about love, sincerity, and a sweet little lie that brought two souls together for a lifetime. Let's dive into this special story together. At a lively party under twinkling lights and cheerful chatter, a beautiful young woman stood out like a star in the night sky. She was graceful, radiant, and seemed to capture every gaze in the room. The young man, by contrast, was quiet and unremarkable, almost invisible in the crowd. As the party was winding down, he gathered every ounce of courage, walked up to her nervously, and said,
Hi, would you like to have a coffee with me?
She was a little surprised, but touched by his sincerity and polite manner. With a gentle smile, she nodded. They found a quiet little corner to sit and talk, but the young man was so nervous he could barely speak. The silence between them grew awkward, thick with tension and unease. Suddenly, the young man called out to the waiter.
Could you bring me some salt, please? I'd like to add it to my coffee.
The waiter looked confused for a moment, but nodded politely and brought over a small shaker of salt. The young man took it, added a small spoonful into his cup, and gently stirred. People nearby turned to look, surprised. The young woman, intrigued, tilted her head and asked, Do you always put salt in your coffee? I've never seen anyone do that before. Blushing a little, he replied softly,
I grew up by the sea. The salty taste of the sea was part of my childhood. Salted coffee, it reminds me of home, of those simple old days.
The young woman fell silent, moved by his story. A warm feeling quietly stirred in her heart. She thought to herself, someone who loves their hometown that deeply must also know how to love and care for a family. From that moment on, she opened up. She began sharing stories about herself, her family, and the memories she held dear. As the party slowly came to an end, they didn't say much, just exchanged gentle smiles and a simple promise to meet again. A quiet promise filled with unspoken possibilities. And so they kept meeting. Over time, she discovered that he was kind, thoughtful, and truly sincere. And from that one cup of salted coffee, she found the man she would spend the rest of her life with. They got married and built a happy life together. Every morning, the wife would brew her husband a cup of salted coffee. He'd always give her a warm smile, gently thank her, and take a sip. For 50 years, that cup of salted coffee never left their table. Just a simple routine, but quietly filled with love. After 50 years together, the husband quietly passed away, taken by an illness that had lingered for years. Before he left, he wrote a letter to his wife, a heartfelt message from a man who had loved and cherished her all his life.
My dearest, please forgive me for the one lie I told in my life, the salted coffee. That day, I meant to ask for sugar, but in my nervousness, I said salt instead. So I made up a story about growing up by the sea, just to keep talking to you. I wanted to tell you the truth so many times, but I was afraid you'd be disappointed. I never truly liked salted coffee, but for all these years, every morning, drinking the coffee you made with your own hands, I never once regretted it. If I could do it all over again, I'd still make that same mistake, just to meet you, love you, and spend a lifetime by your side.
As she read the letter, silent tears streamed down her face. And if anyone ever asked her, what does salted coffee taste like? She'd smile gently and whisper, It's sweet, the sweetness of love. The story of salted coffee isn't just a touching tale of love, it's also a quiet lesson in sincerity, sacrifice, and the power of a small mistake. One harmless little lie opened the door to a lifetime of love, and it was patience and understanding that turned the salty taste of coffee into the sweetness of happiness. Sometimes the most beautiful things in life are woven from the smallest, simplest moments. So cherish those simple moments. They may hold the deepest kind of love. Thank you for listening to today's story. If you found it meaningful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Triangan channel for more heartfelt tales.